Welcome to the indices, and here we're looking at the US notes, and as you know, they do pretty much the mirror opposite to the S&P 500. So as you can see from this particular low here around the 123.80 area here, we actually have 3 waves up. Okay, so that's corrective. However, if this turns into 5 waves up, got 5 waves like this, then we would be looking at getting an A and a B and a C, and then we'd get another 5 up. If we get 5 here, then we'll get another 5 over here. As it stands, it hasn't got that 5 there, so we can't confirm this here. So, you know, obviously the S&P is going to do the mirror opposite. So it's something that we just need to look at and to keep in mind for Monday and Tuesday. If this market moves back down, you know, below the 24 here, then you know that the S&P 500 is going to be bullish at that point. And this is what we're kind of looking at the moment. So when we look at the S&P 500, and this will be the same for the Dow as well, is that we're just looking at it like this here. We're looking at it as a wave 4 pullback to the 38.2%, which is roughly around the 1919 area here, 1920 area through here, or the 4th wave of 1 lesser degree in Elliott terms. So we're looking at this coming back. This may not be completed down here just yet. If we look at this here, then this is just the alternative count here. But what I wanted to point out here is that this can be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 into here, because this would be a C wave in here, an A and a B and a C wave here, as such. So that would be into this position here. So look, we just need another session for this to find its feet here. And then if you see an impulse wave moving up from here in terms of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then you'll know you'll get an A and a B and a C back, and then you'll be taking this high out here. So you know you'll be on the right track to that point there. So it's something to look at this particular area through here. Yeah, the DJ is the same as well. Its 38.2 retracement level comes in around the 16.7 here, so that's sort of in place, but the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree is still a little bit lower through here. And once again, you can see the swift move down from here, so we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to find its feet here, and then we need to look for 5 up through to here. If that's the case, we can move up through to here. Yeah, so that's that. The DAX, nothing new here. We're looking for it to move down into wave 4 here at 99 here. I haven't pulled this apart here because I'm just not interested in looking at or trading wave 4s. Wave 4s can get more complicated, so we could have 5 waves down to here, 3 wave counter trend back up, bouncing back up here, and then another 5 here before we see any further upside. We just know that the market's not going to go anywhere for a little while. We know that the swings in this range, you know, here are going to get larger, but you know, nothing sort of interests us here at the moment. The FTSE and the ASX 200 are in their own sort of basket, their own sort of wave structures a little bit. Quite the FTSE and the ASX are quite similar in this case. Now, it's a bit tricky here. We know that you know, we know we've got a 5 wave structure up through here, but we're actually getting quite an odd correction through here. In fact, it you know, at first glance it looks a bit like a triangle pattern, and a triangle pattern is the 5 waves in terms of an A, a B, a C, a D, and an E through here. And that's kind of fitting, you know, it does fit reasonably well. So we'd still have to wait for this to pull back down into the 6800 area through here. Now, there's no real trading opportunities here because we don't want to short into group 1 here, 10, 20, and 30, because it just gets too choppy. They just bounce around that 10, 20, 30 number from one to another. So, you know, there's no real sort of, you know, good trade here in this market. The other point that we want to watch here too, that, you know, if we are wrong here, then we need to watch this level here to see if it becomes the retested resistance here. And if that's the case, then we need to take a short trade from this point here, if that's going to be the case. So we just need to wait and observe this situation coming into here to see if it is a triangle pattern through here in terms of the A, the B, the C, the D, and the E, because I can't really make heads or tails of this particular move up through here. It's just not confirming. And if it doesn't show a pattern in a strong way, well, then you can't have much confidence in it. So we need to allow it to go. We need to look at more of the pattern. So that's what we're doing, and that's that. It's the same with the ASX 200 as well, taking in consideration the FTSE situation and the US situation as well. We need to see this market basically find support here. If it takes out this low here, then it will be moving into more of a bearish picture from that point. So this would be, on the cash market, it's probably more important at the 53.72 area, and this low here is 53.68. So the cash market is 53.72. So in the meantime, I'm still counting this down as corrective in terms of an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave. Now, I know the C wave's always got 5 waves in it, and this one's not easy to count either, but we could look at this as being 1, 2 to here, 3 to here, 4 to here, and 5 to here. And then there would be 5 waves in here, and we may not be finished just yet in here. So it's something to look and wait for. And it's the same with the S&P 500. So if the S&P 500 finds support in the next session, then we'll see a strong bullish market here. So once again, a little bit like yesterday, we just really got to allow this to play out to its sort of nth degree. We need confirmation of such. So I could say what I said yesterday. Obviously, this is still this is trading lower than the cash close, and we'll see that sort of move down. The other point too is in the commodity section as well as with copper. Copper is turning into a bearish market, and that could be weigh quite heavily on the materials sector and commodity dollar countries in terms of their resources and mining and so forth. So if you're into those markets, then you'll need to tune into the copper market in the commodities section. Right, so yeah, look, as I mentioned, tracking this 5-wave sequence down through here, this is looking, I've looked at the cash market and I can see that this is like a wave 1 to here and a wave 2 to here. The wave 3 can be to here or to here as such. And if it's wave 5 from here, be 1, 2, be 3rd wave, 4th wave, and 5th wave. So failing a retest at 54 there, and then moving down into this area here for the bounce off this area here. So we need the cash and the squeeze on the open to finish off. And we could have Friday and Monday as the bullish days, and that's the bullish weekly cycle. So it even though we're right down here quite low and in dangerous territory, we can get the rally off these lows here. It's it's a little bit sort of annoying that we don't have a nice pattern to trade as such. But the other point here too is that whatever happens on the Friday here is likely to follow through on the Monday. So bear that in mind. Strong close here would be strong Monday as well, and a weaker close here would see us down as well on the Monday. So you would want to be on that side of the market. Alrighty, thanks for listening. Enjoy the weekend.